Welcome, cat lovers, to another video on the channel. From the most adorable kitten to the majestic lion, felines have captivated humanity for millennia. Their grace, independence, and air of mystery have earned them a special place in our homes and hearts. However, these enigmatic creatures harbor a peculiar aversion to water. Unlike their canine counterparts, who gleefully dive into lakes and rivers, most cats recoil at the mere sight of a puddle. This stark contrast in behavior begs the question, why are cats so afraid of water? Some feline breeds, like the Bengal and the Turkish Van, demonstrate a surprising affinity for water. Join us as we delve into the world of our feline friends, exploring the scientific reasons behind their aquatic aversion. For many cats, a simple bath can turn into a drama worthy of a soap opera. Their aversion to water seems deeply rooted, manifesting in desperate attempts to escape even the shallowest of baths. Cats, as we know them today, are descended from creatures that inhabited the desert, where water sources were scarce and precious. This arid environment played a crucial role in shaping their relationship with water, influencing both their physical makeup and their instinctive behaviors. Over time, cats developed an incredible ability to conserve water, minimizing its loss through urine and feces. This remarkable adaptation, while essential for survival in arid climates, also means that getting excessively wet can disrupt their delicate water balance. This innate need to conserve water, combined with specific physical characteristics, lays the foundation for their fear of water. Imagine the scorching sands of ancestral Africa, a landscape where survival hinged on every drop of water. It was in this unforgiving environment that the ancestors of our beloved house cats first emerged. These early felines, small and agile hunters, roamed a world where water sources were few and far between. Unlike their modern descendants who lounge in our homes, these desert dwellers face the constant threat of dehydration. Natural selection, the driving force of evolution, favored those individuals who could conserve water most effectively. Over countless generations, these primitive cats underwent remarkable adaptations. Their bodies evolved to retain water, minimizing loss through their urine and sweat. This inherent need to conserve water, a legacy of their desert origins, is deeply ingrained in the feline DNA. As the ancestors of modern cats thrived in arid environments, their bodies became finely tuned water conservation machines. Their kidneys, for instance, evolved to produce highly concentrated urine, minimizing water loss. Cats, accustomed to obtaining moisture primarily from their food, developed a lower thirst drive compared to animals living in water-abundant environments. This meant they were less likely to actively seek out water sources, further reinforcing their aversion to getting wet. Unlike their canine counterparts, who often rely on scent trails and water to hunt, cats honed their skills in stalking and ambushing prey on land. Water, in their experience, wasn't associated with hunting success, but rather with potential danger. This combination of physiological adaptations and instinctive behaviors solidified the cat's aversion to water. Fast forward thousands of years and we find cats domesticated, sharing our homes and lives. Yet, despite the comfort of human companionship and readily available water bowls, their ancestral aversion to water persists. Their thick fur, while providing insulation and camouflage in their natural environment, becomes heavy and time-consuming to dry when wet. This can be particularly uncomfortable for cats, making them feel vulnerable and exposed. Their keen sense of smell, another crucial adaptation for hunting, is also heightened when wet, overwhelming them with unfamiliar and potentially unpleasant scents. A bathtub full of water, from a cat's perspective, can resemble a vat of unknown depth, triggering their fight-or-flight response. Understanding this evolutionary journey is key to understanding why our feline companions react the way they do to water. A cat's fur, a source of endless fascination and the occasional hairball, plays a crucial role in their water aversion. Unlike the sleek, water-repellent fur of aquatic mammals, a cat's coat is designed for insulation and camouflage, not for navigating the depths. Their thick undercoat, while incredibly soft and perfect for snuggling, acts like a sponge, absorbing water and becoming heavy and difficult to dry. This sensation is not only uncomfortable, but it also impairs their natural agility, making them feel vulnerable and exposed. Moreover, a wet coat takes a long time to dry, leaving cats cold and damp for extended periods. This can be particularly problematic in colder climates, increasing the risk of hypothermia. This inherent aversion to the feeling of wet fur, coupled with their instinct to stay warm and dry, contributes significantly to their reluctance to embrace aquatic activities. A cat's senses are their window to the world, finely tuned instruments that allow them to navigate their environment with exceptional precision. Their sense of smell in particular is far superior to our own, enabling them to detect subtle scents and pheromones to which we humans remain blissfully unaware. However, this heightened olfactory sensitivity, while beneficial in many ways, becomes a liability when water enters the equation. Water, especially if it's not perfectly clean and odorless, carries a myriad of scents, from the faintest trace of soap to the lingering aroma of other animals. When a cat gets wet, these scents are amplified, bombarding their sensitive noses with a cacophony of unfamiliar and often unpleasant odors. Their whiskers also play a crucial role in their sensory perception. When wet, however, whiskers lose their rigidity and sensitivity, becoming limp and less effective at relaying information about their surroundings. Are you enjoying this video? Then like it right now so YouTube knows you liked it and can share it with more people. Maintaining a stable body temperature is crucial for any mammal, and cats are no exception. Unlike dogs, who can regulate their body temperature through panting, cats rely primarily on behavioral mechanisms to stay warm or cool off. Getting wet throws a wrench into their carefully calibrated thermoregulation system. As their fur becomes soaked, it loses its insulating properties, allowing body heat to escape rapidly. This deeply ingrained aversion, passed down through generations of desert-dwelling ancestors, highlights the crucial role thermoregulation plays in shaping a cat's relationship with water. Anyone who shares their life with a cat knows that these furry companions are masters of observation and strategy, especially when it comes to avoiding undesirable situations. Their aversion to water is no exception, manifesting in a repertoire of behaviors aimed at keeping their paws high and dry. Observe a cat approaching a puddle or a patch of grass soaked by rain. With an almost comical air of caution, they'll pause, lower their heads, and delicately dip a single paw into the water. This hesitant exploration, more often than not, is followed by a swift retreat, accompanied by a look of utter disdain. Their meticulous grooming habits, while endearing and essential for maintaining their luxurious coats, also serve a practical purpose, keeping them dry. Their uncanny ability to sense an impending bath is yet another testament to their water avoidance strategies. While most cats display a clear aversion to full-body immersion in water, their relationship with the wet stuff isn't always one of outright fear. In fact, many cats exhibit a curious fascination with moving water, often spending hours batting at dripping faucets, chasing reflections in puddles, or even dipping their paws into fish tanks with an air of playful curiosity. This seemingly contradictory behavior highlights the complex interplay of instinct and curiosity that governs a cat's relationship with water. Moving water, unlike a stagnant puddle or a tub full of suds, holds a certain allure for these natural-born hunters. The ripples, reflections, and unpredictable movements trigger their predatory instincts, inviting them to investigate and play. However, even during these playful interactions, a cat's inherent caution remains evident. This delicate dance between curiosity and caution reveals that, while cats may not be natural-born swimmers, their relationship with water is more nuanced than a simple case of fear. Living in harmony with a cat involves understanding and respecting their unique quirks and preferences, and their aversion to water is no exception. Fortunately, cats are masters of nonverbal communication, using a combination of subtle and more overt cues to convey their feelings about water-related activities. Pay close attention to their body language when they encounter water. Flattened ears, dilated pupils, a tucked tail, and a low rumbling growl are all clear indicators of anxiety and discomfort. Forcing a cat into water when they are exhibiting signs of fear will only heighten their anxiety and potentially damage the bond you share. Instead, focus on making their encounters with water as positive as possible. Remember, a happy and relaxed cat is far more important than a perfectly clean one. We've journeyed through time and explored the fascinating interplay of evolution, physiology, and instinct that underpin a cat's relationship with water. From their desert-dwelling ancestors who evolved to conserve every precious drop of moisture, to their modern descendants who turn bath time into an Olympic sport of evasion, we've seen how their aversion to water is not merely a quirk, but a deeply ingrained survival mechanism. Their dense fur, designed for insulation and camouflage, becomes a soggy burden when wet, robbing them of warmth and agility. Their keen sense of smell, so crucial for navigating their world, turns against them when bombarded by the amplified scents carried by water. Even their whiskers, those exquisite sensory organs, lose their effectiveness when damp, leaving them feeling vulnerable and disoriented. Their history as solitary hunters in water-scarce environments has instilled in them a deep-seated instinct to avoid situations where they might feel trapped or vulnerable. Building bridges, living in harmony with water-wary felines. Understanding the evolutionary roots of a cat's aversion to water doesn't mean forcing them to become Olympic swimmers. A relaxed cat is more likely to tolerate brief encounters with water. Respect their boundaries. Cat-specific wipes and grooming gloves can help keep their coats clean. Remember, a happy cat is a cat who feels safe, secure, and understood. Did you like this video? Then, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. My kitty's name is Tom, and he's a Maine Coon. Let us know your cat's name and breed in the comments. Also, answer the poll on the channel's community tab to help us decide what the next video will be about. Thanks for watching and subscribing. See you in the next video.